Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is me, screaming into the void of the internet. I know I just recently made a video, but I have to talk about this. Apparently, the woman who slept with 1,000 dudes is Brego. You know, I don't usually make thumbnails, but I'm going to make it here because my friend showed it to me, and, I did joke about it. I said that he's gonna shoot more bullets than the amount of dudes that shot Nut in, in his mom. But I have to think about this from a realistic standpoint. There's nothing good about this. There's nothing good about this. The crap that kid is going to have to deal with, and I know I said he, but, obviously it doesn't matter. They're going to deal with a lot of psychological crap because of this. The teasing and bullying that they're going to get, even in adulthood, the infamy that they're going to carry is not something that's going to go away. And I have to think, why can skanks, absolute retarded idiots, why can they get pregnant? I'm going to harp on this till I drop, man. I don't care. There needs to be mental and financial evaluation before you can be a parent. Because the fact that someone like this can get pregnant, carry that baby to term, and take care of them when they are obviously not capable of being a parent, just on the behavior that they've shown here is ridiculous. People like to say, oh, well, people can change. Okay, and? The history can't. I don't care if you changed. Period. It's not fair to the kid that has to carry that because of you. Maybe you have become a better person. Maybe she'll become a better person. Maybe she'll be someone who's donated tons of crap to charity, built houses for homeless people. I don't give a rat's arse. The kid has to carry that. Period. What do you think they're going to do? Remember you for what you did to 9 times out of 10 try and change your life around to give yourself enough credibility to overlook your disgusting, degenerate history? That kid is going to carry that with them. Period. Period. And I find it very funny that we live in a world that's going to get mad when this sucker pops, when he says enough is enough, and goes ahead and starts smoking everybody that's teased him and maybe goes home and smokes mom. Right? We're going to look mad at him. We're not going to blame this obvious Skankosaurus Rex for doing this stuff. It's so stupid. It's very easy for us to all sit there and laugh, but I can't imagine the suffering that's going to await this kid. In my previous videos, I talk about being dealt a really crappy hand in life, and this is really one of them. Let's theoretically say that she's got 1,000 people to choose from, right? I really doubt that there's many places where they're really going to want to take the time to go through 1,000 different people, and that there's actually going to be 1,000 different men that show up. There's going to be tons of fake men and stuff like that aren't even there and stuff like that being declared. Listen. It wouldn't surprise me, right? It wouldn't surprise me. But let's theoretically say that she's able to pin this kid on a guy who was there who was wealthy. And this kid has everything you could want materially. It is not going to cover the psychological scars, the emotional scars of the ridicule that awaits them because of the actions of their parent. And listen, if it's a girl, she's at least going to get, a bit of an emotional ring. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if they encourage her to outdo her mom. It wouldn't surprise me in this day and age. Because, it's slut-shaming to address debaucherous behavior. Especially when a kid's involved. Well, I could still do it. It's my body. And it's the kid's future. The narcissism that drips from these freaking cunts is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. No concern for the future of that kid. None whatsoever. But I'm thinking worst case scenario. I'm thinking if this kid's a man. Thinking if it's a boy. What they're going to deal with. And the hand that they're going to deal with in life as a result. Man. Oh, well, the spotlight will fade and blah, 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 blah. Of course it will. But the internet doesn't forget. When it is found out who this kid is, they're going to follow him. You know that they will. You know that they will. Period. Sure, maybe they won't get as much attention. But when people do find out who you are, they're like, whoa, that's you. It's just like these prawn, air quote, stars. They're not stars, they're sluts. Prawn sluts, right? Walking down the street. And they see heads turn. And they realize, oh yeah, sure, maybe not everyone recognizes you, but some people do. And they immediately feel shame. But I don't feel pity for prawn sluts. They wanted the money. They have to live with it. This kid doesn't choose their parents. They're going to have to deal with the consequences of a Skankosaurus Rex doing degenerate crap for money for the rest of their lives. And it will impact their social circles, their potential relationships, all of this stuff. It will impact it. If she carries this kid to term, in my opinion, I think that kid should be taken from her immediately. Immediately. I know the foster system is a freaking terrible business too, and that needs to be addressed, but God, dude, this is, again, why. This is why I advocate for what I advocate for. Listen, mental and psychological evaluation, period, dude, period. Because this chick is not of a sound mind. At all. No one just wakes up and thinks, yeah, I'm going to get like 1,000 dicks in me today. No one who's sane, at least. No one who's capable of raising a kid to deal with the hardships of life. Honestly, dude, I'm no fan of abortion. But at that point, it almost feels like a mercy killing for what this kid is going to have to experience. But for me, in my opinion, I think that woman is going to keep this kid. Not because she loves it. Not because of anything other than the fact that she can probably get so much public publicity for her little OnlyFans or spicy content, because you know that skank makes it. You know she does. You know she does. And if she doesn't, she will. Right? She can be seen as the gangbang queen. Right? Her own train station. Right? So she'll use this kid as a publicity stunt to further her disgusting lifestyle. Mark my words. If she keeps it, that's what she'll do. That's what she'll do. No concern for the future that she's going to give that kid. Man, oh man, what a hand that sucker is going to receive, whether they're a woman or a man. It breaks my heart that skanks like that have the ability to reproduce. It really does, dude. People like to say that there are freaking prawn stars that had kids and they got their, quotes, happy endings afterwards. No, they didn't. They live lives of secrecy. They don't show their kid's face because they know what's going to happen. And it doesn't matter if they hide it. People are talented. They will track the data down. They will get into freaking government records and they will find who those kids belong to. Period. If they're in school, you gotta show who the parents are. Listen, all of this data out here, if you got the money to buy it, you can buy it. You can find out. So while she can sit around here and do stuff like, oh, well, I got my happy ending. No, you didn't. You were living a life of secrecy, trying to hide kids. That's what you're trying to do. And listen, it's going to come out. No pun intended. Just look at, what is that kid? The son of Kim Kardashian, I think, right? Kim or Khloe, whatever, one of them. I don't keep up, I don't care. Either way, the son says that he does not respect his mom. And he shouldn't. because he is constantly bombarded with that freaking sex tape when he's around peers. He will grow nothing but contempt and resentment for his mom. I doubt that he will even attend anything significant or want her there in his life. If he chooses to marry, if he chooses to have kids, he's not going to want anything to do with his mom once he's an adult. Nothing. Nothing. And these chicks don't care. They think that we're just supposed to like forgive that crap. If you're a guy approaching that relationship and you find out that, oh, this is her, they think you're just supposed to overlook that. If you're the son, you're just supposed to overlook that. If you're the daughter, you're just supposed to overlook that. Overlook the infamy that you are going to receive because of the stupidity of your parent. Makes me sick, man. Yeah, it makes me sick, but I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'm not going to just keep running my mouth and whatnot. I just... Thinking about that, dude. What an awful start to life that kid's going to get. What a freaking setback. The infamy that they're going to get just because of their freaking parents. The bullying. Oh my. I will be shocked if she keeps this kid and this kid doesn't become a school shooter. I will be shocked. And if they don't, they're still going to deal with tons of psychological. It wouldn't surprise me if they end up with a mental breakdown, tons of head meds. It won't, man. It really won't. But it sucks. God bless that kid, man. That's all I can really say at the end of the day, man. Let me know your thoughts on this kind of situation, dude. Like, you think that someone's supposed to just overlook that? Or do you think that, yeah, there's literally, like, I'm not going to say there's no hope, but that is not going to be a good situation to find yourself in if you were in that kid's shoes, you know? But I'm going to end it here. I'm not going to say I hope you enjoyed, because this is not a situation where there's a happy ending. So, thank you for listening. Let me know your thoughts below. God bless. I'll see you next time.